Hello guys, it's on Gaming that I'm reacting to Twin Sisters Reunite After 18 Years by DharMannStudios. As always, links to their channel and the video description. And as always, let's begin, shall we? Oh yeah, I might as well mention this. Basically, the first 30 seconds or so was of the girl that's gonna show up later, dreaming that her life is full of riches and all that. When it turns out that she's probably pretty poor or something like that. She's probably poor. Honestly, I skipped it because guess what? Like, I've already seen it, and this is the type of thing where I don't want to watch it ever again. Like, the music and stuff like that was way too loud for me. Anyway.
Hey, look at this. The blue tag says it's an extra 50% off.
Did she pick up? Oh, no, she didn't. But I'll just take both. I'm gonna keep looking around some more.
Oh, Mommy Dearest didn't want to be seen with her tragic excuse for a daughter?
Man, those two really are twins. Like, I for a second was like, wait, is that girl rich or poor? Like, those two genuinely confused me for a second.
Can't we just get an Uber? Hey, watch it! Privileged piece of crap! Ugh.
Wait a second. There's no way you're telling me that splash cost all that. Wait a minute.
Can't we just get an Uber?
Okay, you know what? Kind of believable.
Hey, watch it! Privileged piece of crap! Ugh.
Here, try this. I'll dry you up nice.
No! You're still working?
How long have you been standing there?
I thought you were gonna help me pick out a dress for the open mic poetry competition. Mom?
What, honey? Can't you see I'm working? I can't focus on two things at the same time.
But why can't you ever focus on me? You never show
My
up.
credit card shows up plenty for you, and you never seem to complain about that.
Dinner is prepared, ma'am.
Okay.
For the main course, the chef presents a pearl lobster in a saffron beurre blanc, served atop a bed of lemon-infused risotto.
Okay, thank you, Jameson. I'll have that in my office. I gotta take this. This is important. The reports, yes. Get those to me.
Miss Lily, will you be taking your dinner in your room?
I'm not really hungry for it.
My world-famous mac and cheese with sriracha and a little bit of Parmesan.
Is it me or can I already guess the plot? Let me guess, those two are gonna switch lives? Because it honestly seems like it. I feel like it'll be a bit more than just them reuniting after 18 years. Like, first of all, that 18 years assumes a bit. Like, we haven't seen that they were separated during childhood or something. You know what? Maybe that did happen after a divorce or something. You can never really tell. But, like, it's gonna be about the switching lives, right? The poor girl seeing that being rich isn't always a good thing, and the rich girl. I honestly don't know how the rich girl would complain. She just wants a parent around. She wouldn't complain. Anyway.
It was really nice to
Your
meet
favorite.
you. I hope that I can see you again.
What's
Thank
wrong?
you so much for
This is your favorite
the
comfort
treat.
food.
Wow.
We've had that 3 nights in a row now.
Right over here.
Oh. Besides, my stomach hurts anyway.
Okay, I'll get some hot tea and then I'll put a heating pad in the microwave for you, okay?
I'm fine.
I better be heading back inside. This one's mine. The 10,000 square foot Spanish colonial. The biggest house in the neighborhood. It's stunning. But I thought that the one all the way up there on the top of the hill.
I'm sorry that I can't give you this kind of life.
I thought that was the biggest one.
But you know what I always say? You don't know what you have until it's gone.
There she is. Hi, new
Hey,
neighbor.
maybe this rich family has bigger problems than we do.
Yeah, you can never really tell. I feel like in these types of stories, they rarely show rich families that are stable and are well. There's always something wrong, whatever it may be. A parent that doesn't talk that much with their children, a missing parent entirely, stuff like that. But like, I genuinely would say that one of the biggest problems is the cleaning. Can you imagine how hard, or like not how hard, but like how time consuming it would be to clean a 10,000 square foot mansion? Impossible. Like, not impossible, obviously, but like it would take such a long time. Anyway.
Too bad. Looks like we'll never find out.
Hey, maybe we can have a slumber party. I'll gather around a bunch of candles.
Huh? Which is which? Oh. What's the point of this? Wait a second. Wait a second. Before they did the whole zoom in thing. Okay, Dharman, you really be breaking the illusion this quickly? For if you guys don't notice what I mean, remember, the electricity got cut, right? Yep, it got cut. So why does this room look lit up? Because like, again, I understand it's to show her face, but the electricity quite literally just got cut. Why would her room specifically have electricity? Wow, she'd be using a flashlight as if the room isn't already fully lit up. Oh man, I understand it's to show the wall and all that, but come on, at least try to not break the immersion.
Hi, sorry.
Okay, you've got this. Just one foot in front of the other. Breathe. It's not complicated. When you get to him, just say...
How do you still look this good in these drab uniforms? Walk me to class?
Wait a second. Wait a second. No, this is unbelievable. This is really unbelievable. A video that has a crush without the whole montage thing? Like, mind you, I'm genuinely surprised. I'm not trying to be sarcastic. Because, like, you would know, especially from my reactor career, how I've despised that whole montage thing just to tell us, hey, you see that person? You see that person? That's the character's crush. That's the character's crush. That's the character's crush. They actually showed this in an effective way without that slowdown effect. Like, finally, you show you show the main character's crush without it being some sort of slowed down montage. Whew. Anyway, let's continue. Shall we?
Hey! It's not even homeroom yet. What's got you all doom and gloom?
I don't want to talk about it.
Maybe this will cheer you up.
Yeah, you can tell clearly which is which. Like if you guys can tell the difference right now, look at the outfit. So the rich one has a different outfit and a crown on her head. Meanwhile, I guess you could call her the poor one doesn't have a crown and has a different kind of clothing. So like, let's focus on that so that we don't get confused, okay? And like, you know what? I'm just gonna say it right now. I'm playing the card. I don't care. What a coincidence that both of them just so happen to be in the same school. Like, it's just so you guys understand, like, this is a big coincidence that's so big I might give it 2 cards instead of 1. Like, if you guys don't know, because I'll explain it again, because, like, if you're new, you're gonna be a bit confused. So, essentially, the card system is essentially how many big coincidences are in a story. So, 1 card is 1 coincidence, but honestly, for this one, I feel like I'm gonna have to give it 2 cards. Because this is a coincidence that's so big, it's as big as 2 coincidences. And you'll ask me, wait, why? Why is that? Well, remember this. One girl is incredibly rich to the point that her mom is busy all the time, and one girl is so poor to the point that her dad didn't even pay the electricity bill. How the hell do those two study in the same school? Can you explain that to me? Because like, I feel like the interior hasn't changed. Like, I'm willing to take it back if it turns out that they're in a different school. I'm gonna announce it. I'm gonna announce that I'm taking it back if it turns out they're in a different school. Because, like, honestly, this sounds unbelievable that a poor girl and a very rich girl would be in the same school because, you know, the rich parent would put their kids in a private school in a very in a very expensive private school. Meanwhile, the poor parents would just put their kid in a public school. I'm gonna say that I'm taking it back if it turns out that they're not in the same school. Because, like, usually I would have to answer so that you guys don't get confused. But anyway, let's continue.
It's not even homeroom yet. What's got you all doom and gloom?
I don't want to talk about it.
Maybe this will cheer you up. I know it's not Cartier or anything, but I thought you might like it. I've been saving up for it.
Oh, wow. It's like a friendship bracelet. Cool.
That look on his face pretty much confirmed it. Bro, straight up got friend zoned. I honestly like the subtle hint. Like, that guy didn't even say it straight up, the change in expression pretty much said it. It's the type of thing where you only really notice it when you focus. Like, that change in expression as soon as she said a friendship bracelet pretty much tells me the thing that I need to know. The guy got friend zoned. But hey, I guess it's a little better than the bro zone, right? Anyway.
Thanks, bro.
What did I just say? You didn't even give me 1 second. Look, I swear to you, this is the first time I'm watching this segment. Oh, they got a good friend zone. You know what? Maybe I'll stay with the friend zone for now because, like, if she said he's a brother to me, he's done for. The bro zone is so much worse compared to the friend zone, and, like, you know, friends call their other friends bros every once in a while. So I'm not gonna say that he got bros. So, if that's even how it's called. Anyway.
Do you want me to help you put it on?
No. I'll do it later. Oh.
Are you okay? Here, let me help you with that.
No, I got it. No, I said I got it. PD.
Is she in love with him or not? Give me a clear signal, Darman. Like, from what you showed me just a second ago, she pretty much friend-zoned him, so, like, is she in love with him or not?
You can help me carry my books if you want.
Is she in love with him or not? Like, okay, Darman, you managed to make me laugh a lot, but, like, can you please answer my question? Is she in love with him or not? Like, you didn't answer that one.
Boo-hoo! Cry me a river lily. Please go rub that garbage, because you're never gonna write anything worth reading.
What's this? You know, parents spend a lot of money to get their children to the school. Not to waste their time with flowery imagery, but to get them to an Ivy League. Make beneficial use of your time and work on your historical analysis.
Wait a second, what was she writing anyway? Like, maybe it's a little important. Why, Darman? Why do you have to give me this angle? I can barely read anything. The stuff I can read doesn't make any sense because it's basically out of context. Darman, give me something to work with.
Work on your historical analysis, okay?
Yeah, I take it back. Like, I take back the cards because, again, I said I would announce it because I don't want any of you guys to misunderstand. I originally thought that they were at the same school, which obviously didn't make sense, which is why I played the card, but the Dharman pretty much confirmed it for me that no, they aren't in the same school, which is honestly a smart move because, like, you know, it would have been bad if one coincidence technically counts as 2 cards. Like, it would have been that bad. So, like, it's honestly a good thing that he at least still has some common sense to not put them in the same school. Anyway.
There must be some sort of mistake. I've never scored lower than an A. What's wrong with what I wrote?
Technically, it's very well written, but it felt uninspired and lacked emotion, and the assignment was to write something personal, raw.
Feelings don't pay the bills.
Very nice work, Jolene. Truly moving.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Rose, I could tutor you on how.
First of all, what did Rose say? Like, yeah, I mean, at this point, just tell us what their names are because you make me forget.
Ocean. Technically, it's very well written. Think personal. Raw.
Feelings don't pay the bills.
I mean, technically they do. Like, I'm sorry. What about the whole writing scene? Like, people straight up write in a very certain way so that whether it's digitally or physical, whether it's digitally on or on a paper, so that they evoke a certain emotion to tell you how they feel. Because, you know, they can't talk to you because, you know, part of the emotion is through our voice. But if we can't use our voice, then, well, they're gonna have to try something else. So feelings kinda pay the bills depending on your job, but like, yeah, still counts. Anyway.
Very nice work.
You know, Rose, I could tutor you on how to write from the heart. If only you could get the ice around it to melt.
You must burn a lot of calories running that mouth, don't you? Hey!
Honestly, I can't tell who's the bully here. Like, who's the bully?
I'll wait for you in the hall.
You don't have to. I'm okay.
Before you ask, no, I do not have your rec letter. And I can't give you one.
But I need one from each of my core curriculum teachers for my application. That summer internship would
Help you get into Ivy League. I know. You have until the end of the week to resubmit your personal writing sample. And then I'll reconsider.
Ugh!
Okay, I'll be honest. I feel like what I hate about these types of stories is that when it comes to the poor student, when they're always portrayed as someone who makes sure that they always get perfect A's and study all the time and stuff like that, like, I feel like my main problem with them is that they essentially try to glamorize? No, not glamorize. Okay, what's the word for it? I keep forgetting it. Glamorize, I guess? I think it's glamorize, right? Like, they like to glamorize the mindset of always study, always study, always study. Never have anything in your mind aside from studying. When no, that's not gonna work. Like, yeah, sure, if you study more, that's probably gonna guarantee you a higher grade, which means that you might be able to get into a better college and stuff like that. But here's something that I feel like most people with that mindset tend to forget, which is, when are you gonna have when are you gonna have free time after this? Because I feel like people forget that they don't have that much free time once they graduate, especially when you account for how many responsibilities you have. Like, think about it. Once you start working, you're gonna have to account for taxes, and depending on if you live somewhere else, and if you don't live with your parents anymore, you're gonna have to make sure to pay the rent, food, stuff like that. Like, that's why it's generally recommended that yes, you should absolutely focus on your studying, but at the same time, try to spend some free time socializing, even if most of the friends you socialize with you probably won't see ever again after high school. But like, try to socialize, game, like, get into hobbies, because guess what? The more you age, the less time you have for said hobbies. Because guess what? The more you age, the more busy you become. Whether it's becoming busy because of your family or your job, like, try to enjoy your life a bit. So that's why I honestly don't like how they kind of glamorize the whole mindset of always study, 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 because when are you gonna have free time? Like, if your kids ask you, hey, hey, mom/dad, what were you doing when you were young? What, are you just gonna tell them, oh yeah, I was studying all day? Like, yeah, maybe you could try to spin it into a more positive thing, but like, they would be a little bored because they would be like, wait, you spend all your life just studying? Like, yeah, that maybe led to us having a better life, but like, try to have some dad/mom lore a bit, you know? Okay, anyways, let's continue. sorry. Who was that? Like, David 05. Who the hell is David 05? Hang on.
Wow, really going for that starving artist look, huh? Maybe stop gawking at the clothes and actually go in, weirdo.
Oh, so good to see you again. Come on in. I have a few dresses that'll be perfect on you.
Well.
Yeah, a little bit of like a matching fit, or maybe.
Nah.
Yes.
What are you wearing? How did those work out for you?
I'm sorry?
You didn't try them on? Looks like someone took your room. Here. Try these.
And let me guess, as soon as she goes in, the other comes
I
out.
can check on you for today.
Exactly. Like clockwork.
Excuse me. So, we're adopted, we're identical, and we have the same birthday, which means we're twins! Okay, you clearly got the better end of the deal. I highly doubt that. My mom never wants to spend any time with me, and all the teachers at my school are super dry and analytical. They look down on me for wanting to be a poet. There's just no room for creativity. Are you kidding me? You're carrying a designer handbag. You go to a private school. I wish I had your life. You wanna know what I have to deal with? My dad is super clean, overbearing. We eat mac and cheese every night and live in this tiny apartment. And my teacher won't give me the rec letter that I need because she doesn't think my writing's personal enough.
Again, like, you feel like you forgot something. When it comes to writing, like, I'm obviously not a writer or anything, but, like, shouldn't writing carry a certain level of emotion? Like, I feel like it's a lot more difficult because of the fact that part of the emotion is supposed to be from your voice. Or, like, you know what? A majority of your emotion is supposed to be free from your voice. So when you remove that part in writing, you want to convey to the reader what you're feeling. Are you feeling angry? Feeling satisfied? Do you just feel disappointed? Like, you want to convey to the reader what you're feeling. But the problem is that if you don't convey it, then the message might not come across as the same way that the writer intended. That's the reason why, yes, feelings technically, what did she say again? Oh yeah, feelings do pay the bills, because guess what? Like, obviously, like, for most of writing, you need to evoke a certain type of emotion. And how are you gonna do that if your story isn't a bit personal? Or, like, it doesn't need to be personal per se, but, like, it needs to have an emotion, you know? Like, you need to find out, like, for example, if someone making a review about a tech product, for example, they want that when people are reading the review or their article, the writer wants the reader to understand how the writer feels at specific points. Is the writer disappointed? Is the writer satisfied? Is the writer angry? Is the writer sad? They want to make sure that when you read their article they want to make sure that when you read their article or review, whatever, that you understand how they feel, so that the message comes across the way that the writer intended. But if there isn't any emotion, then how are you gonna exactly know how the writer feels? Anyway.
I'm basically set up for failure going to the school. Honestly, that doesn't even sound that bad. I wish I had your life.
Okay, first of all, you need to account for you didn't mention the fact that the electricity gets cut off.
I wish I had yours.
Yep, I predicted it. I guessed it correctly. Like I said it before. We all know what's gonna happen. I said it before. I'm not gonna repeat myself.
What if we switch places?
What did I just say? What did I just say? Like, even though I don't have a webcam, I keep acting like I do. Like, you guys can see my face. Why do I stay silent? I stay silent as if you guys can see my face, even though I literally don't have a webcam. So, like, guess what? I said it. I said it at the beginning. I knew what they were gonna pull. Anyway.
You really want to switch places with me? This is weird. Oh my gosh. This is such a crazy idea. What if we just do it for 48 hours? Okay, tell me how to be Rose. What do I need to know? First thing is, I never let anyone walk all over me or look down on me. Don't take crap from anyone. Now, give me the lowdown on you. I'm kind of the opposite of you. What's that supposed to mean? Ew, what are you looking at, you creep? Get out of here! Ew, Rose! I can beat you up! Don't talk back, keep to yourself, and don't take any chances or rock the boat. This is my mom. She's out of town right now, but you'll probably see her whenever she gets back. If she ever decides to get out of her office. Otherwise, you'll probably just have the place to yourself. It's just the butler, the maid, the chef, and the driver.
Okay, why did I do this whole thing? Like, why do I have a feeling that this music is copyrighted?
I kind of have a huge crush on him. Look in his direction. Oh. Yeah. Your turn. Tell me about your life. Obviously, there's my dad. He's super affectionate and a bit too optimistic.
Okay, yeah, I really want to know about this one because you've been giving me mixed signals all day.
He'll probably try to do things for you, like carry your books or whatever. But don't let him. You don't need to.
Yeah, that face says it all. That face says it all. Oh yeah, he's just a friend. You don't need to look weak. That face says it all. She does. She is, in fact, in love with him. Anyway.
To look weak. Ready to do this thing? David! Oh no, are you okay? Don't talk back, keep to yourself, and don't take any chances or rock the boat. Ugh.
What a freak, am I right?
What's that?
Oh, it's nothing.
Is that poetry?
It's kind of personal.
Perfect. I'll make you a deal. I'll give you that letter of recommendation if you present this to the class. And I'll change that last letter grade to an A. I won't offer it again.
Come on. You've got this.
It's gonna get dark. Everyone brace yourselves.
The quiet hum of what I'll never say fills empty spaces carved from yesterday. I watch you shine, untouchable, divine, a beacon far too bright to claim as mine. What if rejection cleaves my heart in two, and fragile hopes dissolves with you? So I remain a poet's muted muse, afraid of all I stand to gain or lose. But still, in shadows where my wishes dwell, 1,000 verses weave my secret spell. Perhaps one day, the silence I've obeyed will break, and love will bloom from what I've stayed.
Well done.
This better not be some more poetry.
You're welcome to grade it now if you'd like.
I don't know what happened to you between yesterday and today, but exceptional work, Lily.
Ooh, you should really be less clumsy. You got a little something there.
Cute stunt with that poem, but we both know you're not relationship material.
Where did you say I had a little something? Right there. Oh. Tastes like just desserts. Next time, leave your insecurities at the door. If you were so sure David would go for you over Lily, I mean, me, then you wouldn't try so hard to get in the way. You got a little something. Don't take crap from anyone. I never let anyone walk all over me or look down on me.
Okay, like, even though I expected Rose, her name was Rose, right? Like, I expected Rose to do something, but that was just really humiliating, huh? Especially when she said, like, she didn't even just do the casual thing, she did the personal attack. Anyway.
What's really cute is how you have me confused with someone who actually values your opinion. But thanks for the input. I'll make sure to file that under I couldn't care less.
Okay, these were actually great. Okay, I'll give them that.
Hey, Lily. What you did back there was kind of iconic. My favorite part was where it sounded like you might be into me. I wish you just told me, like, it always seemed like you were avoiding me.
Okay, is that me or does it feel a bit intentional that the statement looks a bit like a heart? Or am I overanalyzing this? I feel like I'm looking too far into this. I'm looking too deep into this, okay? Like I'm looking too.
I guess you could say I was just a little nervous to tell you how I felt.
Do you want me to buy you a new lunch?
No, I don't have much of an appetite.
Are you okay? You feel kind of warm.
Yeah, I think it's just all the excitement.
You see that girl right there?
You're just trying to steal my PD.
Come on. The last time I checked,
you okay?
flag football. It's not tackle.
Hello, sir. Why don't you get over to the nurse?
I'm walking in air.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, like when it comes to Lily's advice of I think her advice was essentially don't fight, huh? Like, yeah, some fights do end up backfiring, but honestly, I feel like the cool thing to do is that you humiliate someone without going as far as physical violence, because once you turn into physical violence, yeah, they can easily have a case against you. Anyway.
What are you smiling about?
You never let me take care of you before. It's nice. So,
Honestly, like, I'm talking about Rose right now, not Lily, obviously, but, like, the fact that Rose pretty much friend-zoned him, even though she's into him, is honestly the worst mistake you could ever commit. Like, don't friend-zone your friend, and then you be hiding the fact that you're into him. Rose is into him. You could tell. Like, I feel like this is the sort of thing where you need to genuinely focus instead of watching blindly, because if you focus, you're like, why is she smiling while looking at his picture, huh? Oh yeah, she's into him. Yeah, this is the type of stuff that you only notice when you focus, even if it's just a tiny bit. Anyway.
Why didn't you ever tell me how you felt about me? The poem, I mean, You have to know I'm crazy about you, right?
I guess I'm not used to being that vulnerable.
I'm not gonna hurt you. You don't have to have your walls up with me.
I win.
Again. I didn't think you would be this good. I mean, we haven't played in like years. And are you writing poetry? I didn't know you did that. Do you think that maybe I could hear some?
Really? Wow, okay, sure. The chandelier hums where silence grows, a mother's shadow the daughter knows. Her hands hold time, but not my own. The gold feels cold, the walls too wide, no warmth to fill the space inside. I'd trade this world for something small, a fleeting glance, her love, or her all.
Wow. It's beautiful.
Oh, can I take this?
Yeah, sure.
You what? What was I supposed to do? Besides, it all worked out. She got a face full of pasta, and you got a boyfriend. David likes you, and I told him that you like him. Well, technically I told him I like him, but whatever, you get the point. Oh my gosh. Now tell me how my life's going. Oh, you got that letter of recommendation that you wanted? Seriously? How'd you manage that? I was actually asked to read one of my poems in class, and, well, it didn't just land me the rec letter. It also kind of got you a boyfriend. What? I'm gonna kill you! Oh, come on. You like Pete. And he totally thought that poem was about him. And then he helped you to the nurse's office because I was very bad at flag football. Look, you need to be more vulnerable or you're just gonna push Pete away for good. And you need to learn how to stick up for yourself. Because once we switch back, I won't be there to stick up for you. Although, I doubt she'll do anything after what happened.
I doubt you'll do anything after what happened. Girlie, did you forget about a term called revenge? She isn't gonna let that slide, that's for sure. You think a bully will just give up after the first humiliation attempt? No, they're gonna do something that, if I'm not wrong, I might be making up a new term here, but they're gonna do revenge humiliation, where they humiliate for the sake of revenge. Look, okay, maybe I invented a new term here, maybe not. Anyway.
Are you okay? Oh, I think your mom just got here. Oh, okay. I have to go shower anyway. See you tomorrow? Bye.
Wow. Who could that be? Okay, I'm not gonna run.
Welcome home, Mom.
Oh, not right now. I'm exhausted.
Oh, I guess we can catch up over dinner then?
Jameson, I'll be taking dinner in the office. I have more work to do.
Oh, so you're too tired to talk to me, but not too tired for work?
Work pays the bills. Chit-chat doesn't. Okay?
Work pays the bills. What bills? Bills you yourself bills you yourself spawned that aren't required?
Jameson, my bag.
Hey, Rose, everything okay in there?
Oh, why is the water so cold?
The gas company must have turned the gas off. I am so sorry, sweetie. Why don't we go to the YMCA, use their showers?
What's in the bag?
Oh. Oh, okay.
What was that? What was that?
What's in the bag?
Oh.
Why do they have to keep moving it the moment I pause? Just show me what the thing is. Okay, I went too far.
And I told him that you
I definitely went too far. Okay. Okay, good.
Sweetie, why don't we go? Oh, okay.
Mousetrap? Is that a mousetrap? Yep, it might be.
Oh, okay.
I can't believe I paused 2 times and kept going back just to notice that it was a mousetrap. Fantastic.
Oh. Oh. What's going on in here? I'm trying to work.
My stomach hurts. Can you make me some tea?
What part of me working did you not understand?
Ow.
Can you go grab this drama queen a cup of tea, please?
I want my dad.
What? Oh.
Hey. Oh.
Yup, they divorced.
Fred?
I knew it! Okay, you know what? Like, I feel like anyone could have guessed that. Why am I praising myself? Well, I guess by today's age, even though I'm quite literally from Gen Z, and even then I'm from the younger part of Gen Z. Like, I guess how you would call it. Why would I be glazing myself over the fact that I guess something that would have pretty predictable? Like, did I even say that they could have divorced? I think that's the type of thing where it was on my mind and I didn't say it. But anyway.
Wait, you two know each other?
Wow, you're identical twins and you were adopted. How could you have possibly come? Where could you have possibly come from, huh?
It looks like we all have a lot of explaining to do.
Can we talk about it tomorrow? My appendix did just burst not too long ago.
Your appendix burst? You know what? Like, I feel like you could see it, especially when it comes to the hair color, because, you know, that's the only thing that's different. Where I think this is Rosie, right? Like, okay, no, it's just Rose. Like, Rose has a more brownish color. Meanwhile, Lily has a more blackish color. Or am I looking too far into it?
Fred?
Can we talk about it tomorrow?
Yep, blackish color, brownish color. Where? Wow. Which are the two adults who are also parents have we seen that from? Like, if you look a bit more deeply at that type of stuff, you'll easily notice. Anyway.
Tomorrow, my appendix did just burst not too long ago.
We were told there was a set of twins that we could adopt when we were considering it, when we were still together. We had no idea that the adoption agency offered for us to adopt you each separately.
But we don't want to be separated.
But I don't.
How the hell are those two adopted? Okay, I guess in the beginning they said that they were adopted, but at the same time, twin sisters reunite after 18 years. Like, this honestly implies more of a, oh yeah, they were separated because of a divorce rather than them being adopted. Because adopted doesn't make sense, because this would imply that they were adopted immediately after birth, because both of them are still in high school. And it says 18 years, so yeah. Like, Dhar Mann, you're really confusing me here, buddy. And second of all, like, honestly, Dhar Mann could have easily said that those two were the parents' children, and I would have believed it, because one has blackish hair and one has brownish hair. Like, it works. It works perfectly. Come on.
Understand is, why would you switch lives in the first place?
Because I wanted to know what it was like to be rich and to attend a prestigious private school, to not be smothered 24/7. And I want to know what it felt like to actually have a parent who...
Honestly, I'm surprised the mom even wanted to show up for this, considering how she's all about working.
wanted to hang out with me and appreciated my poetry. Truth is, I wouldn't trade all the money in the world for you, Dad. And I guess I didn't realize how good I have it either. Guess you were right, Dad. Sometimes you don't realize what you have until it's gone.
But what I honestly don't like about this is how they keep acting as if those two are balanced, even though they're quite literally on the opposite sides of the spectrum. One has a dad that's always present, but at the same time lives a life but at the same time, her dad seemingly, like, I don't know if it's just because prices have gone up due to inflation, or her dad simply not having that good of a job, because the fact that they couldn't even keep electricity on is a little weird, don't you think? And for the other one, Lily, like her mom is there all the time technically, aside from business trips. But like, come on. First of all, I'm honestly surprised that she even attended this, considering how much about working she is. And second of all, like, are you divorced? Like, honestly, I don't understand. How are these two adopted? Like, genuinely, how? Can I understand how? Like, these two, like, the two parents talk to each other as if they knew each other. So I immediately was like, oh yeah, they divorced each other. That's why the two twins were separated. But nope. It seems that they were adopted the entire time because the adoption agency didn't let them adopt both twins at once. Just say that they're your children. You don't have to go through all of that stuff. Anyway.
But now that we found each other, we don't want this to be gone.
Well, I can empathize with that.
Hey, if the girls want to stay together, why not you and I, try giving it another shot? I mean, look, we obviously balance each other out.
And first place goes to Lily!
Wow, you're going really hardcore with this new soft girl era.
I think you're talking to the wrong twin. Don't worry, that ice hasn't melted. Well, maybe just a little bit for you. Ah!
Yeah. Congratulations, Libby. Proud of you.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, guys, I got the internship!
Hey, triple date to celebrate?
Yeah. Well, actually, I have to work. Kidding.
This one was kidding ever in your language.
Fred and I are gonna go grab some dinner. So you kids go ahead and have some fun.
Okay.
Yup, we're done. Bye. But like, first of all, I gotta say a couple of things. First of all, I honestly like how DharMann tries nowadays to kind of put himself into his videos, even if it's just a small cameo. At least it's better than him being just the face of the corporation on the left. And honestly, I still don't understand why he still does the old thing where he has his old haircut, because he clearly changed his haircut a lot. To the point that if I showed him to someone, like, unless I showed his face and I showed them only his hair, they wouldn't know him. And if you're like, wait, the hair isn't enough, no, the hair is enough. Some people are just known for their hair. Like, genuinely, some people can easily be recognizable by their hair alone. But like, anyways, I might as well do a bit of commentary. First of all, twin sisters reunite after 18 years. That thing, I would say, is pretty much gonna be almost clickbait. Because here's the thing, reuniting after 18 years implies a different plot than there is really. Because if I'm not wrong, the two parents did say that they adopted the two, right? Yes, they did say that they technically adopted the twins. So like, unless the twins were quite literally adopted at birth, which, is possible, but still kind of a little weird when it comes to timing. There's no way in hell they're gonna reunite after 18... Okay, sorry, what did I do? Anyways, there's no way you're telling me that these two are gonna reunite after 18 years. Because, like, unless these two quite literally have not seen each other since birth, they can't. Like, they straight up can't. This title would be impossible. Because, like, again... like, if this was a divorce situation where the two parents divorced and each took one of the sisters, the title would have made sense. But since we're dealing with a situation where both of them were adopted, like, yeah, kind of a little clickbaity here. But at least it's not to the point of the other videos, which are straight up clickbait. Like, this one is like a little clickbait because it implies a different plot, or at least a different part of the plot than that part actually happened. Because like, when I saw that title, I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be about the twin sisters being separated because their parents divorced, right? Kind of a half correct. But like at the same time, yeah, this implies a different plot than the one that's actually, in the video. And honestly, I feel like this is the first video in like a couple or like the last week or two where it actually has zero coincidences. Like it genuinely has zero coincidences. And how do I know? Zero cards. Remember, one card is one big coincidence. I did say that there were two cards, but I just like I told you guys, I immediately removed it because I had assumed that both of them were in the same school, which they obviously weren't. And also, I might as well comment on Rose's thing of feelings don't pay the bills. No, technically feelings pay the bills because first of all, poetry elicits feelings and, poets get money by their poetry. And when it comes to writing, you have to make sure that you can evoke emotion. Without emotion, your writing is stale, which means that if it's an article, it won't be seen, or like, stuff like that. Like part of earning money as a writer is emotion. Because like you don't want to seem bland. Like if you see how writers when they write articles act, they try to word the stuff out in certain ways so that you understand whether they're feeling disappointed or angry or satisfied, whatever it is. They try to make sure, because here's the problem. Most of our emotion comes from our voice. Like if you listen to my tone of voice, you'll know whether I'm calm, I'm angry, I'm satisfied, I'm surprised. You can tell based on my tone, right? Well, what happens when you remove the voice from the equation? You're gonna have to word things in a certain way so that you can actually understand how the writer feels, so that their message comes across the same way that they intended. But honestly, I'll give Dhar Mann this. He actually did make us a good story for once that doesn't have any coincidences, which I'll commend him for, because I'm not joking when I say this. The last couple of videos I've watched quite literally had 3 to 4 cards. Remember, a card is one big coincidence, so 3 to 4 coincidences in one video. So like, honestly, really good that they actually did a good story for once, where it doesn't depend on coincidences to happen. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. On the left is my most recent video, and right is the video to YouTube recommends, as well as the next channel and the video in the description. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.